attacked.
The Draconians have now conquered the civilized lands to the north. You have led a struggling, starving band of refugees out of slavery. But freedom and safety lie over an impassable mountain range. There is only one way to safety. Find the doors of the ancient dwarven kingdom of Thorbarden and persuade the rulers to let the refugees pass. What price will the dwarven thanes ask? Can you succeed in your mission before the Draconians destroy the hidden camp of the refugees? Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
That's why I just left. I was like, I have to put on long pants.
And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Desolation, Part 1. That's right, we are now into DL4, the fourth module here in the classic DragonLance saga. Although we play in 5e because I don't remember any of those. I don't think I ever played first edition. I don't think I did. But I don't remember second or third edition either. I never played fourth because fourth sucked. And we have all original characters. So why don't we... Oh, by the way, I'm Adam. I'm the DM. I should probably say that for those of you maybe tuning in for the very first time.
They caught that because this is now with pants.
Yeah.
Way to go,
I know they
Ford.
did. I had it on. I could see that it was working.
That's awesome. I love it.
So anyway, why don't we start with the pant-legged fellow himself, Kemchan.
Sure, why not? Kemchan. I'm playing Gorel Nightfoot, the human fighter, and sharing Flint Fireforge, his adoptive dwarven fighter father, with Adam.
And let's move on to Jason.
Hey everybody, I am Jason. I'm playing Zane, the Elven Wizard, who is the twin brother of Zarek.
And something happened. Thank you, Rodney Ford, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Oh,
Rodney is here like week in and week out. I appreciate
Rodney
that,
is. He's
Rodney.
he's
There's
he's
a lot of you guys that are coming
Thanks,
in,
Rodney.
hanging out with us every Friday. A lot of you every Tuesday as well. I don't know about Wednesday because I'm not there. I'm sleeping. But thank you guys for hanging out with us each week. I'm sorry, KD. Why don't you go next?
I'm JD. I'm playing Zarek, who is an elven fighter, and he is twin brother to Zane.
Why don't we move on over to Will.Player?
Pew, 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 pew. Hello, everybody. I'm Will.Player.
That was better, actually.
Did you like that?
Yeah, that was.
All right.
Forget about the pews. If you do that ridiculous voice, it's much better.
My radio voice?
Is that what that was?
That's my radio voice.
Anyway.
Go with
Hello,
it.
everyone, and welcome to Dragonlance Adventures. I'm playing Ugrin. He's a cleric.
That's not the same
That's not
voice.
the same.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
the
a
same
different
voice.
voice altogether.
Entirely
Now you're
not
just
even-
overdoing it.
It's not even.
Yeah,
it's
not,
not even
I'm
close.
forcing it. It's
Yeah.
not natural. That's the
No.
problem. But I said who I was.
And then last but not least, my very old friend, although he's about 9 months younger than I am, Gaz.
Hi, I'm Gaz, and I am playing Kurlithlan, the half-elf rogue scout. And I am not wearing pants tonight. I mean, I'm wearing shorts, but you know, I'm not wearing
You
pants.
shouldn't have clarified.
Yeah.
Give the audience what they want.
Okay, I'm not wearing anything
It's too late
underneath the
now.
shirt.
You've already blown it.
Damn it! All right, can we cut and try?
So many
cut
puns.
That's not how
That
this
again,
works.
Lay it
Gaz,
on
you
the
just
floor.
did too much.
This is
Oh.
Did too much.
we're live.
Shit. All right. Damn it.
All right. There's probably also
Runs
some
away.
community guidelines against that anyway. So
Yeah, there are.
anyway, why don't we go to previously on Dragonlance? So the companions continued their search through Skullcap Mountain, making their way through a maze of invisible walls. And they did find a iron hydra. Now, funny thing, and I didn't mention to you guys last time because it was late when we ended, so we kind of wrapped up pretty quickly. There was another iron hydra on the other side that was much weaker than the iron hydra you guys decided to face. So once again, you made things more difficult than it needed to be, and it would have
That
made.
was the one that was actually attacking. So
Yeah, you could have just gone to the other side, and only one of the heads shot fire. It had fewer
Fourth, there's
hit
two O's
points.
in Rooster. And you got it right. I will be. Sorry. Go ahead.
He's a roaster.
I think, son, what he's trying to
Oh,
say.
jeez, it reminds me of that stupid character that I hated in Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. The half-orc guy.
Yeah. I
I
can't
remember his
remember
name. Anyway, go back and watch it on YouTube/Mr. Anyway, so they destroyed the Hydra. They made their way to the lowest level of the dungeon. There, past 7 statues of the dark god of magic, Nuatari, in his various forms, was the chamber of Fistan Tandalus. When the party entered, the skeletal remains of the mage rose and magically transported the entire party, other than Zane, out of the chambers and locking the door behind them. Now, Kurlithlan, who was paying close attention to his wizard friend, noticed that when the we'll call it a demi-lich because that's what it is in the book, raised its hand and did the magic to transport them out, Zane did the exact same thing at the exact same time. Just saying. When the party entered, we did that already, Zane learned that it was not indeed Fistan Tandalus, but another powerful mage, Raistlin Magir, who some of you may know from the books. And if you don't, I don't think you read the books. Whose spirit had been inhabiting Zane's body and has been helping him gain the power that Zane has long sought. And not the mysterious Malkari, another name for Nuatari, that Zane had previously thought. The group then found the treasure of Fistan Tandalus, full of riches, the map to Thorbarden, and a set of dwarven armor and a beautiful helm set with large gems and clearly of dwarven make. The companions made their way back to Hopeful Vale and the refugee camp, The council and the people there were filled with gratitude toward the companions and hope that they would now be safe. Just then, they all felt a familiar fear. Dragon fear. They looked up to the sky and saw a huge red dragon flying above, a dark rider upon its back. And that is where we begin tonight's episode, Dragons of Desolation, Part 1. So, once the dragon is overhead, the people in the refugee camp scatter. They're hiding in their tents. They're hiding in the caves. People are trampling over those slower and smaller and weaker than they. The dragon fear has taken a hold of the entire camp. I had a typo in my speech. So the council, also frightened. They're out more in the open, head toward the grove of trees. The dragon flies lower, still out of reach, probably about 45 feet in the air. Blows a burst of flaming breath from his mouth, setting the trees on fire. Seems like it was just a warning, as it swoops down low again, and then up, and then back toward what you guys would know is the way to Pax Tharkis. After that, there are a number of plainsmen who attempt to start a little fire brigade to try to put the trees out, especially the ones that are closest to the camp that are on fire. Some of them are already burned to a crisp. But the dragon fear does subside when the dragon leaves. Elliston, who had been talking to you guys prior to the dragon appearing, clearly shaken, and says, "Now it's clear there will be another council meeting tonight. I know that you have just returned and you are tired, but I beg you to attend. I'll give you probably maybe a half hour to an hour if that is if that is enough time."
Eaton, I think y'all need to pack on up and start running.
All right. That's one opinion.
Zarek will say the same.
Thank you. They call me Tim for cheering 500. Everybody gets
Huzzah.
a huzzah.
Huzzah.
Thank you. Forgot about the huzzah. You guys all get a inspiration point.
Yay!
All right.
Well, thank you. Wait, do we get them when we level up or no?
No.
Only when we get.
Those are
Very
hero
good.
points. You
Cool.
only get them
Gotcha.
from chat. And we don't use hero points in this
Yep.
adventure. All right, so you guys,
Zarek says the same. He'll say, "Yeah, I don't know if it's safe here."
keep in mind there are 698, I believe, refugees left. They do have to pack up their stuff or they all will die. Chris White has liked the stream. Huzzah!
Ah,
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you,
Zane
Chris.
will look to Zarek and be like, "Well, there's a empty mountain, not too far from here."
Yep, that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
was thinking.
There's
You
a
also,
bad guy in that mountain, though.
you also know that
The one race we didn't kill.
looking at the
No, Mr. Skelly Bones, who made you do scary things.
Well, he's gone now.
I don't believe
Sure.
that.
Well, he was only on
We'll
the
just tell them not to
bottom
go in that
level.
room.
That's a good point, bro.
Yeah.
just by the way, keep out of this room. It's haunted.
There is still that wraith in there too.
Yeah.
One wraith shooting arrows.
Well, didn't we find out that Thorbarden wasn't that far away?
Yeah, it's hours down the river.
Well, then I think we should probably just hightail it on down there.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Mhm.
So you guys are going to hightail it down the river.
Well, we're gonna recommend they do likewise.
Are you gonna wait for the council meeting?
Well, are we saying this in front of the council right now?
No.
They gave us an hour.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay.
saying it to whoever this dude is
Yeah,
that was
I
asking
thought
us.
that was
Yeah,
really
Elliston
quick.
is gone. Elliston is
Yeah.
rounding up the council. And
So
Oh,
in that
well,
hour,
screw that then.
in that hour, Zane is gonna identify the dwarven armor and the helmet.
okay.
Oh yeah.
The dwarven armor is. Hold on.
Dwarven armor.
Dwarven armor of dwarfiness.
That is exactly what it
Armoriness.
is.
Armoriness.
Dwarfified armor-tacular armor.
It's plus 500.
Only if you are, only if your beard touches the floor.
The dwarven armor. Where the heck
Bro, I
is
can't
it?
grow a beard.
That's why it's dwarven. Man. If you like, just
Oh, there we go.
get a
It is a set of dwarven plate mail plus 3.
Whoa.
yeah,
So I was close.
you were.
Flint just became the tank. Cool.
The helm is definitely magical. There is something, though, that is sort of blocking exactly what it does to you. It does give advantage on saving throws versus spells. You know that.
Is it a heavy armor helm or a light armor helm?
It's a heavy metal. It's a dwarf. It's clearly dwarven make. It's a metal helm set with large gems
Okay.
all across.
So this is a Gorel or Zarek type thing.
Probably yes.
Cool. So at the very least, it gives advantage on saving throws, on spell saving throws.
Yes, and you can tell it does more. You just can't. Something is disguising the magic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are we cool with giving Flint that dwarven plate, or do we want to see if we can get it reworked?
I don't know if
That's
and
up to you
when
guys.
that would happen though.
Gorell's already like taking it and like sizing it up to Flint. Like, well, at least now I won't have to protect you anymore, old man.
It'll definitely.
He's
Oh,
like,
by the way,
protect me.
Flint and Goldmoon did level up as well this time too.
Yeah, let's
Are there
keep the
new
Flint.
stuff in their things?
Yes, I added them all.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
So
Cool.
basically, Flint has more hit points and has 2 attacks now, and
Nice.
And with this
Goldmoon
armor,
has
like,
somewhat
a wonderful
more hit
armor.
points, but
right, I'm
also has
pulling it
more
up.
spells.
So I'm okay with Flint
Yeah,
having it.
let's give it to Flint,
Yeah, why
Sounds
not?
good.
because then he's got this plate
All right.
and a shield, so he's gonna have a boss armor class.
Yeah, so Kemchan we'll make it up. It's probably like because it's plus 3 already, so whatever dwarven plate mail is plus 3. I think I don't know what he's got now, but it's probably going to increase it by 4 or 5.
I don't think I can change this.
Do I have to do it?
You have to do it, yeah,
Okay.
because it's not the normal. Nothing you do is normal, man. Nothing you do is easy for me.
No, I like to make you work.
So Adam, dwarven plate is normally an AC 18.
18. So this is 21. Is his
He gets
AC
21
now.
to start, and then
Nice.
he's got a shield as well, doesn't he?
He does
Yes,
have
he
that
does.
shield.
So that's another 3 on top of that.
That should be 2, not 3.
Wait, what?
What's a shield
I thought
plus
it was
1?
two.
a
Oh,
shield
it's plus
plus
1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got a
Okay.
24 armor class.
Rocking the 24. Like
Yeah.
I said, he's the tank.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to kill him off some other way.
we're gonna have to send Flint first on everything now.
Yeah. This is why you guys don't
I
have
vote-
hero points
I vote
because
yes.
of the treasure in this thing. So, so armor class 24. Jesus Christ, we're gonna have to jack up the the bad guys here. When the NPC has the highest armor class of the group. All right, I fixed that for you, Kemchan.
Thank you.
I immediately start making fun of Flint for how fancy he looks in his shiny new plate
He
armor.
looks super fancy. Yeah, Flint grumbles at you too. Although he's grumbling because You're right to make fun of him, but at the same time, he has this sense of pride with this beautiful dwarven craftsmanship.
So
Zarek very innocently will tell him he looks great.
who do we want to give this cool helmet to?
I don't know, bro. If you don't know what it does, I don't know if I want it.
Paper,
Okay.
rock, scissors between those two over there.
I mean, it's a dwarven helm.
I mean, if
Does it
we're gonna
look
go
like it-
all in, just throw it on Flint too. Let's
that's
do
kind
it.
of what I was saying. Does it look like it matches the
Does it go with the armor? Yeah.
If it's a matching set, he should totally be wearing it.
It's not a matching set, unfortunately.
Okay.
It should
Well,
have
you should
been.
rip it
Now
off.
that you're
You
saying
should.
this, I don't know
Yeah.
why it wasn't, but it should have been.
So Zarek, if you don't want it, then that leaves Garal.
It's a really cool
Big-
looking helmet.
And Gorell's like, what? And cover this?
I say to Garal, don't worry, your beard will still come out the bottom.
It doesn't cover your face. It basically sits. It's like one of those face open.
It frames all that
Yeah.
beauty. Is what it does.
It's like a proscenium framing the face and beard. If nobody wants it, you don't have to use it.
No, Gorell's like, it kind of motions to Zarek, like, you should take it.
No, Zarek already said he doesn't want it if he doesn't know what it does.
I mean, we can hold on to
That's
it.
the
for a little bit.
adventure of the whole thing. Figure it out as you go.
Nah, bro.
You say this, but I don't see you putting it on.
If I knew how to use it, it would already be on my head.
Again, you definitely know that.
Gorell's not
advantage
into like
versus
armoring
magic.
up. He's more of
into
like a
taking
weapons
damage.
guy.
Yeah.
He's more of a weapons guy.
All right.
So, Adam, just like games mechanics, you would need proficiency in heavy armor to wear this helmet.
Yes.
Can
I mean, you
Egrin-
could put it on, but it's not going to
Yeah.
help you. Yeah.
can Ergrin wear heavy armor?
No.
Yeah,
You want this helm?
sure.
Great.
There you go.
That was easy.
No one else wants it.
Great.
All right.
It's either Ergrin or
Plop.
All right. As soon as you put it on,
Oh man.
Boom! His head blows up. Ah!
his head pops like a grape. Will, you're gonna need to roll up a new character.
New character.
Come at him.
Nice work, Jason. As soon as Ergrin puts the helmet on, his expression changes,
Oh shit!
and a voice that sounds completely different from his own says, "I am Gralin, Prince of the Mountain Dwarves, killed by the forces of evil in the Dwarf Gate War. By means of this magical helm I have survived these centuries, that my tale and fate may be told. I rode forth on the morning of the last battle in the great charge of Thane Hylar Dwarves. We came from the north gate of Thorbarden across the Durgoth plain. My troop assaulted the mountain home of the Dark Wizard here. My brothers, they fought with courage and valor. Many fell with honor at my side. Yet when the tide of battle turned in our favor, and I confronted the wizard in his lair, he smiled. A great magic rushed from his being, a flame of power and horror that broke through stone and steel. Thus, in his rage and despair, he destroyed both his allies and his enemies. Now I beseech thee, help me return to the kingdom of the Hylar and Thorbarden. Let me tell my story to the Council of Thanes, and they give me a proper resting place in the Valley of the Kings."
See, bro, that's why I didn't want to put it on.
That makes total sense, man.
For the
Wait,
time
did that
being, Ergrin, you are Grelin.
Flint's jaw is just hanging open, like,
Yes. And Flint would have heard that name before, Grelin.
I'm sure, yeah.
Grelin
Grelin
or Graylin?
Grelin, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it.
Grelin.
So, Adam,
I prefer
does
Grelin.
this
Graylin,
mean you
let's
have
say
to
Graylin.
kill? Does this mean you have to kill Will twice tonight?
Yes, I've got to
Yes.
kill Graylin, and then I have to kill Ergrin. Or maybe Graylin will kill Ergrin for me.
Okay.
Ah.
Got it. So I'm a dwarf now.
You're
but
a dwarf.
Everything else is statistically the same.
Everything else is exactly the same.
And he knows how to drive this bus, or should I not do magic?
He does not know how to drive that bus.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use him like a.
He's a fighter.
Okay.
He is desperate to return to Thorbarden. Interestingly, you know the way to Thorbarden. You need to get your bearings of where you are here. But you take a look around. You see the lake. You see the river going south, and you know that okay, yeah, I got it. This is the way to go.
All
right. Flint will say, and then Graylin will chime in that while he was Prince of the Mountain Dwarves, he was also friends with the dwarf Karas. Kharas. This immediately rings a bell with Zane, and Kurlithlan, roll me a history check.
Wait, what about Karas?
And also Gorel, both of you.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, you said Zane.
Yeah, Zane knows it.
I don't know anything.
Oh.
No, Kurlithlan, no. And Gorel did not pay attention in Flint's history lessons. Neither did Kurlithlan. So, it is rumored to be that the Hammer of Karas was a magical warhammer that Karas, who was the hero of the dwarves, friends of Graylin, and Zane, the story goes anyway that the Hammer of Karas is what they forged the DragonLances with. Now, most people would argue that the DragonLances were just myths, along with Huma and that whole story. But the story is that the Hammer of Karas was forged by a dwarf with a silver arm, then became the property of Karas later on. He was bequeathed this weapon, which he used to defend the mountain dwarves in battle after battle, never falling until he did fall.
Until he fell.
That last one, right before the cataclysm. And the Dwarf
any
Gate
idea
Wars.
where this hammer might be?
The rumor is, and this would be something that Flint would know, and Graylin would not know. Graylin is actually very upset to hear that Karas is long dead, but is entombed with Karas somewhere in Thorbarden. So the hour passes. You are summoned to the council meeting. I will put up the council here again. As you can see, Emmett is no longer at the meeting. He is still... No one has seen him since Ergrin was the last one to see him.
Yep.
And before the meeting starts, Elliston comes over to you and says, my friend, it is good to see you, and good to see you alive. What word of Eben?
Don't know if you're talking to me. My name is Graylin. I'm a dwarf. I'm a prince of dwarves.
Prince of the mountain dwarves. Killed by the forces of evil in the Dwarf Gate War.
Killed by the forces of evil. Getting ready to go up to Thorbarden, take all these people with me.
And Elliston looks at the rest of you and just goes, what?
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to put on the helmet.
Warned him.
So if I were you, I'd go ahead and get all your people and get together and I'm sure my folk will be quite hospitable.
No, they would not. He don't say that at all.
Okay, so that
None of that part you do not say.
Oh, you said
Because the whole point of the Dwarf Great War was
Really
to
don't
keep
know what I'm
everybody
saying?
else besides the mountain
Okay, that's
dwarves
true.
and
All right,
everybody
hold on.
else out.
Okay, I'm rewind that for a second.
Yeah.
That don't know what I'm doing here. Really, I should start my way up to the mountain.
That's better.
Go knock on the door and tell them that Daddy's home. I'd be mighty obliged if you could get me an axe.
Yeah, what weapons do Ergrin just has a staff? What does he have? Does he have a mace?
He's got a staff.
Yeah.
He's just got a staff.
Yeah.
all
Graylin is
he-
very unhappy with that.
All I got here is a stick. That's not quite useful.
Okay. All right. Elliston stops talking to you.
You see what Queen Tiamat wrote? I'm personally ashamed of you.
So
Well, everybody does Scottish for dwarves, and I'm tired of it.
fair enough.
So there's my dwarf for you guys.
Queen Tiamat says, "I'm personally ashamed of you."
Yes.
So, anyway, the Elliston shakes his head and passes this off as just something he's never going to understand. He heads back over to the council, gestures you forth. Everybody, when you walk up there, just gives a heartfelt thanks, except for Hederick, who gives a begrudging thanks, but a thanks nonetheless. Elliston
Hederick.
So
sits
what
in-
y'all doing here? What? I'm gonna make you regret this.
I know it's my own fault. I
Looks
was really,
like you're
I
having
was
a
really,
camp out.
I was really hoping Kemchan or Katie would put on that.
Oh no! See, that's what you get.
So Elliston sits down, and he looks strangely peaceful. Much more so than in the hour that you saw him before. And he says, well, it is clear that the dragon armies now know our location, and they will be approaching soon. If they wanted to kill us, well, they had the dragon, they have the means, certainly. My guess is that they are trying to enslave us once again. I don't know how much time we have, but, and he looks at you all, you must find the way to the gates of Thorbarden.
Well, that's a good thing that you asked, because I'm right here.
Thank you, Ergrin.
No, I know how to get there. See up there? You go that way. Continue. Sorry.
Great. That was my Elliston. I'm doing my Elliston. That was the dramatic pause from Elliston and the look that he gave you. Look, this is the only hope for our people. There is little time, and we need to waste none of it. As for me, I know what must be done. To the hope of safety, he says, and he lifts a tankard and offers. There's some on a small table in front of you. Gestures to all of you. He takes a sip and says, "If you could leave first thing in the morning, we will remain here. The council and I have spoken. Get everything, the camp taken down, and everything ready to go as soon as you return, and hopefully with good news. I hesitate to bring everybody with us now, in case the dwarves do not let us in.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I'm a prince of Thorbaden. You could start the negotiations with me right here, right now.
He turns to the rest of you. I don't know what happened to my friend here. And he gestures, gives a little head nod to Ergrin. I'm assuming he found you. Did he hit his head? What exactly happened?
I think Flint would kind of give him. It's the helmet.
Does Graylin know that he's in the helmet?
As far as you're concerned, you are Graylin.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. All right, cool. Now, we're not really letting in every vagabond out on the plains into our home. But I'm a nice man. I might be able to, nice dwarf. I might be able to negotiate something for you on short term.
Thank you.
Got a lot of ore in the mines. Needs hauling.
Well, that defeats the. You were a slave with us.
Don't know what you talk about there. I'm a
in
prince.
The iron mines specifically. Like that's.
You talking nonsense, son?
Okay. We have more to discuss here. Why don't you
run along?
Get some rest. So you were ready in the morning to start your quest. Go
a long way to making things better for you if you gave me an axe.
I trust he's trying so hard to ignore you.
I know.
And he keeps looking and then looking again like I don't get it. I sent you because you were like one of the few people I thought I could trust. You were level-headed. Like what the fuck happened? And he says, "Is there anything else?" And by the way, the entire time, Zane, you have been getting very strange looks. And very.
Oh, Zane didn't go to the council meeting.
Okay, good. Okay.
I thought Zane never goes to.
Yeah, no, he didn't go.
Okay, but just anybody else that spots you gives you very strange and uncomfortable looks.
So he doesn't care, and he's walking around camp, watching what people are doing, like how has the pack up started yet or no?
Are people still scrambling? Like what's happening right now?
No, they've calmed down after the dragon left. They are starting to pack up their stuff, but they're also know that they need to, get their rest and be ready to leave,
Gotcha.
At a moment's notice.
So Zane's gonna wander over to one of the plainsmen that he sees kind of working around.
Okay.
And he says to him, not to be insensitive, but are you planning to take the dead with you?
Well, we've buried our dead. Why do you ask?
They'll rest here?
Yes, this will be their final resting place.
And that's how your people honor the fallen?
Yes.
Very well.
And
They'll just move on.
Yeah, he like shudders when you leave.
Yeah, that's something I would shudder at.
Yep. No,
Should be cooking the dead, Lord Forth. You're worse than Zane.
All I gotta say is that Graylin is giving Flint a hard time.
Yes, he is because
the entire time.
Yes, and because he is a Nidar dwarf,
so he needs to serve him.
And Flint is not taking this well.
I know.
So, is there anything else anybody wants to address with the council before you head out or head back to your little camp?
While the council meeting is going on, Zane's going to be milling about the camp, kind of having that same conversation with the different groups of people.
Okay, everybody tells you the same thing. Those that some just run away in fear.
That's fair. That's fine. He doesn't care if they run away or not.
Yeah. I didn't think he did. I'm just saying
Nope.
that's what happens. Yeah, they care. That's the that's the
That's
issue.
fine.
Holy shit!
Graylin is going to talk to them and tell them that they won't be welcomed unless they work out some sort of negotiation with him.
Yeah. Again, but he would know that he could only relay that to the king.
True, but he's got an ego, and he thinks that he could then, So, yeah.
No, and you're right. Sidorin, the Nidar, do not serve the Mountain Dwarves. That doesn't stop Graylin from trying to make that happen.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to address with the council? Or they will adjourn? Does anybody
Turn away.
anyone take a tankard of ale?
Oh, where's Eben?
Nobody knows, and
Nobody knows. Okay.
Yeah, Elliston said, "Well, I sent. I had Ergrin keep an eye on him because he was talking about following you to the to Skullcap, and was saying that he doesn't want to be left out of the adventure and the glory. Ergrin left following Eben in your direction, and that's the last that I saw of either of them until Egrin. And what happened to him again?
Oh, it's the helmet.
The helmet.
Right. Yeah. Oh, the helmet. Why don't we just take the helmet off?
Hmm.
It's funnier this way.
That's good.
That was the best answer you could have given, by the way. And he says, "Okay, well, is there anything else that we can do for you, or that you need to discuss with us?"
Gorell's like downing ale.
All right, roll a wisdom saving throw. I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's just ale.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do or talk about?
The fact that you keep asking makes me think that I should be.
Yeah,
doing
no,
something.
right.
I'm just
You
asking.
should.
I don't want to rush you through things. If there's more that you want to do.
Zarek's a simple man.
All right. So you guys head back to the little cave that you have, set aside as your barracks, so to say. Obviously, the fire has long since gone out in yours, so you can light your fire. You can relax as you sleep.
Nice.
You all have the following dream. Even the elves, because in Dragonlance they may not need to sleep as long, but they're still sleeping, in effect. Now, when you have this dream, it is, when I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you individually. So you are standing in front of a huge door. You feel that there is a great evil behind it. The voice of Elliston, now very weak, is calling for you. "I have entered this door and cannot find my way back," he cries. "Please, come and bring that which I left behind." He does not seem able to hear anything you say, and just repeats his cry over and over again. Kurlithlan, do you attempt to open the door?
No.
Gorell, do you attempt to open the door?
Thinks about it, and then no.
You guys are the worst heroes. Elliston is behind this door, keep in mind. Calling for
It's
your
a
help.
dream.
It's a
You don't know
dream,
that it's
yeah.
a dream. As far as you're concerned, this is really happening.
Oh, well then in that case,
Yeah, you
yes.
don't know that it's a dream. I say that you're
Okay.
dreaming, but when you're in a dream, let's talk about dreams for a moment.
Well, I mean, you kind of feel like
Most of the time, you don't know you're in a dream until
I
maybe
am
by the point
100%
where
of the time lucid dreaming. 100% of the time. Absolutely.
that's what they call daydreaming, and that's different. You're just not paying attention to anybody or anything and thinking about something
Damn it!
else.
That's fair.
So anyway, you do not know that this is a dream. All you know is that Elliston is behind this door crying for help. So
then Gorell, yes, he like pulls his war mallet out.
Okay.
And goes to bash the door down.
All right. You are able to open it any way you want. If you want to bash it down, that's how it opens. Kurlathlon, I'll go back to you. You still on the no side?
Still not opening the door.
Okay. Ergrin. And this actually is you.
Okay. He opens the door.
Okay. Zarek.
Yes. He will open the door and have his sword ready to go.
Zane.
Zane will open the door.
Okay. So, everybody except for Kurlathlon.
And Flint. And Flint.
You don't know, but yeah. Well, Flint is having his own dream.
Oh, okay.
His legs are all...
Yes.
Moving real fast.
Yeah, you guys will know later on when you talk to Flint if he had the same dream or no.
Okay.
You feel yourself floating in a vast nothingness for an uncertain length of time. Whether moments or centuries, you cannot tell. Suddenly, you are standing on an empty plain. In the distance, mountains are silhouetted against the starry sky. Before you is a tower made of crystal, silver, and pure white marble. Beside you are your companions in adventure. Except
Kurlathlon.
Goldmoon is there. Flint is there. Lorana is there. Gilthanus is there as well. You walk toward the tower. The ground is soft beneath your feet, and a sweet, warm wind blows. But as you walk, the tower changes. Now it is made of steel and stone, and the wind is bitter. And now it is made of rough, decaying stone, and the tower is in ruins. There are 7 open archways into the tower. As you watch, a group of hooded pilgrims approaches. As they come closer, they begin to change into draconians, but do not attack. They enter the tower. You see a long, dimly glowing tunnel that leads inside. You and your companions enter, and suddenly find yourself in a large chamber. 7 hallways radiate from this room. 6 are brightly lit. 1 is dim. From the dim hall whispers the voice of Elliston. I have entered this door and cannot come back. Please, follow me and bring that which I left behind. In the 6 bright hallways are your heart's desires. Glory, power, wealth. But you know that your doom lies down the dim corridor. Suddenly you wake in a cold sweat, deeply disturbed. And you too, by the way, Kurlathlon, this part applies.
I just had a nice restful sleep, and you know the rest of, what's wrong, guys? Y'all
I gotta
okay?
say, I feel great. Something horrible has happened to you and to your companions, but you cannot remember what. Out of the setting sun comes a dark shadow and a rush of wind. The red dragon is back. Its wings terribly scarred. Astride the dragon High Lord is the High Lord of Pax Starkis, Verminard. You can even see as he's flying low enough, and now in the bright sun, it's easy to see the dented helm, pounded out to be able to work again, and patched, but horribly scarred, riding on the back of this dragon. The huge dragon hovers above you, its mammoth wings beating slowly. In your mind, you hear a voice. Pitiful fools. To think you could defeat me in the mind of evil. When Verminard says the phrase, mind of evil, each of you suddenly remember the terrible dream the night before. Memories flood into your mind. And Kurlithlan, your memories are you're standing right now. You don't have the rest of this. You are standing outside the walls of this door, outside this door, I should say. Memories flood into your mind. In the dream, you walk down the dim corridor, afraid and despairing. Each step you take is harder than the last. At last, you enter a large chamber. There, before you, stands Verminard, holding Elliston prisoner in a crystal cage. A small golden lock holds the cage shut. Elliston sees you and tries to speak, but cannot. Verminard raises his hand. Out of the darkness step fearsome fighters. He laughs and lowers his hand in a chopping motion. The fighters attack. I am going to switch our overlays. And we are going to start with Urgrin.
Urgrin or?
Urgrin. It's still Urgrin.
Okay, cool.
This, somehow this is pushing away the magic of the helmet for the time being. I'll let you know when you're Gremlin again. Don't worry. All right, let me... Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right. Urgrin. A horde of Draconians attack at Verminard's sign. You call on Chislev. That's your god, right?
I gotta double check it. It's the nature god.
Yeah, Chislev.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Yep, Chislev.
You call on Chislev for support, hoping to destroy as many of the vermin as possible. The Draconians continue to come, no matter how many are killed. Despair enters your heart as you realize that you and your companions cannot survive. Suddenly, you know what you must do. You step forward, and with a mighty blow, shatter the crystal cage. Elliston steps out, looks at you, and then at Verminard. His eyes become cold, expressionless. You scream and reach your hand out to him, ignoring the blows that fall upon you from the Draconians. Elliston reaches down to you, grabs your holy symbol around your neck, and tears it from you. You collapse, weak and bleeding as the sword thrusts in your body. As you die, you see Elliston's white robes turn to scarlet as he disappears into the void with Verminard. Kurlithlan.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing outside the door. You begin to wonder what has happened to your companions. But at this point, it's none of your concern, so you turn and walk back in the direction that you came. But as you turn, fierce Draconian warriors attack. You are consumed with battle lust. Skipped ahead. You draw your sword, Brightblade, and strike about you, cutting down your enemies. Great elation fills your heart as you cut down the Draconians surrounding you. You look around to see if you are needed elsewhere, but magically a wall rises before you. You turn to the left, a wall rises there. You turn to the right, a wall rises there.
This is inconvenient.
You hear guards crying that the Draconians are preparing to breach the wall. You can see that they are Knights of Solamnia. A huge blue dragon appears mid-air, demoralizing all who face it. You know that you are the only one that can defeat the dragon. You start toward the wall as trumpets sound the retreat. But you cannot go forward. fear such as you have never known stabs into your heart. You know that if you confront this monster, you will die. You turn away, shaking and ashamed. Behind you, the wall is breached and the draconian hordes pour through. The dragon lands as you are trampled by the hordes of draconians. A figure dressed in blue dragon armor descends from the back of the dragon. They raise their sword in mock salute before plunging it into your chest. As the life fades from your body, you hear a familiar voice say, "Coward." Gorel. Fierce draconian warriors attack, and you are consumed with battle lust. You draw your warhammer, swinging it with deadly precision. The draconians, however, keep coming. More and more attack. When you feel like you are going to be overrun by the hordes of evil warriors, you see your adopted father, Flint Fireforge, brandishing his battle axe by your side. Then turn to your right. As you turn to your right, you hear a voice say, "You don't think I'd leave the two of you to have all the fun, did you, little brother?" You turn and see a tall, muscular woman with short, curly brown hair and a crooked smile that many men had found alluring. It is the warrior that has always been like a sister to you, Kitiara Uthmatar. Gives you a wink, draws her sword, and helps you and Flint fight the attacking draconians. You know that. Thank you, Collier D. Thomas, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Oh,
Thanks, Collier.
You realize... You know that with the three of you together again, you are unbeatable, that victory is in your grasp. You realize suddenly that if you strike the golden lock with your hammer, Elliston will be freed and Verminard finally and forever destroyed. But you must act now, for Verminard is moving to take Elliston with him into the darkness. As you lunge forward, you hear Kitiara cry for help. You turn and see her sorely beset by draconians. Without your help, it is obvious that she will die. You yell for Flint to help her. He moves toward her, but stops suddenly before he can move, clutching his left arm and dropping to one knee. "I'm sorry, lad." He gasps and shakes his head. You hesitate, torn between your duty and the only family you have ever known. At that moment, a draconian drives a spear deep into your chest. You fall. Your last blood-dimmed sight is of Kitiara dying at the hands of draconians, and Flint dying of old age. Thank you.
Regretting not taking that armor.
Ben Newton, thank you for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Thanks, Ben.
Zarek. Fierce draconian warriors attack. You draw your sword and strike about you, cutting down your enemies. You stand together with your brother Zane. His magic protects you as you slay enemies all around you. You are fearless in your attack. But then see Lorana getting overwhelmed by the draconian hordes. You know that she will die if you do not help her. "Please, Zarek," she yells to you. "I came here for you. Please, don't leave me alone." You go to take a step toward her, but remember your brother, frail and weak. He needs your protection. Ahead, you see someone else fighting the draconians desperately. It is Kitiara. She fights valiantly, but there are too many. "Zarek," she calls to you. "Come to me, lover. Help me defeat them." But you can't leave your brother's side. He needs you. He has always needed you. One by one, you see your friends become overwhelmed by the draconians. Yet you stand, and you and Zane are able to move toward the caged Elliston. Suddenly, the magic spell protecting you dissipates. You turn and see Zane, dressed in the black robes, leaving you for Verminard. Your beloved brother has abandoned you. You call his name, and he turns and looks at you with a face you don't recognize. "I no longer need you, bro," he says to you, cold and expressionless. "I am strong now, powerful." You call out to him again, but a fierce pain in your back reminds you of battle. You have been stabbed in the back and cannot see your killer. You pitch forward, dying. Your last thoughts with your brother, forever lost to evil. And finally, Zane. A horde of draconians attack, but you know that your spells will protect you. The magic has never been stronger within you, and you know that today you are capable of feats far beyond what you thought possible. Victory is at hand. Suddenly, you have a vision of yourself still dressed in black robes, feared and respected, rich and most importantly powerful. Before you, opened, is the Book of Magus, in which all the knowledge of the mages throughout time is contained. All you have to do is walk through a door in front of you. You look at your companions, at your brother, and then at the book. How pitiful they all look. How weak. How doomed. Now you are the strong one. Now you are the one who does not need protecting. They are. Without a glance, you stride through the door. With that, Verminard says, "Your efforts to defeat me were futile. Join me. I have plans, and you can be of assistance. What say you?"
Good, bro.
Cool story, bro. Gorell shouts, "Bullshit!
We killed you once. We'll do it again."
It is
Wait, is he asking all of us or just Zane?
all of you. This is all of you. You're all back to.
We already killed you once, so
I see.
we'll just keep doing it until it sticks.
It is pointless for you to continue in this lost cause. Wealth and power can be yours if you but take your place beside me and
I don't know,
place your
man.
swords at my service.
I don't know, man. This mace looks pretty good in my hand, so
I like my sword in my own service.
as I show him Nightbringer.
Fools, he says. I could destroy you as you stand,
Do it.
but I have other uses for you. And there are things worse than death. Trust me.
His breath.
And with that, he commands the
Breath.
dragon to fly off to the north, back towards Pax Starkus.
Don't cry at him. It's okay.
I miss him already. The guy's so cool. Okay. It is morning.
Was Curliflon with us for that last part of the dream?
No, he was... And in Curlithlon, you also did not see any of them in that last part of the dream. You were alone.
Okay.
And when you guys saw your companions cut down, you did not see Curlithlon. All right. What you gonna do?
Take a minute.
That was some trippy dreaming. As I talked to Zarek about what I saw.
Oh, bro, I saw the same thing.
Weird.
Are you saying this in front of the others, or did you walk off?
Right in the cave.
Okay. So it sounds like everybody had the same dream.
Yeah, Gorell is definitely talking to Flint about what he experienced in the dream.
Ergrin, by the way, the helmet has fallen off.
Oh, so I'm back to
So
myself?
that's why you were able to dream. That helmet is no longer on your head.
Oh,
Bro,
okay, great.
Oh,
I saw Kitiara.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He like smirks.
She looked good.
She looked good.
He's going to put that helm in a bag
Okay.
and keep it with him.
Urban, that goes on your head, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to fall for that again.
Why? What do you mean?
Did Ergrin remember Ergrin
knew what was happening. He just
okay,
didn't
so
have
no
control.
time says that dwarf's a damn fool.
I don't know.
Still think we should try.
And Flint is like, yes, he is.
Well,
did we record the way to Thorbarden before Graylin left?
You have the map still, luckily, because you did not.
Okay.
He didn't actually tell you where to go, but you do have the map that you found in Thorbarden, and you also have a map of parts of the interior of Thorbarden that you found originally in Skullcap.
I want to put a leash on the helmet and keep it as a pet.
So are we gonna try and talk these folk into following us up there?
No.
No.
Yeah, they've already said that they're not.
Sorry, I was.
We were having elf conversation.
We were talking about elf stuff.
Yeah, they already said that they're not going to move everybody where there's at least some protection here out into the middle of the wilderness if the dwarves don't open the gate. So you're going to have to go there, convince the dwarves to let them in, and then come back and get them.
Well, time's a wasting.
Time is a wasting because the dragon armies clearly know where you guys are. You've had 2 dragon sightings. One with what you thought was the dead Verminard. And, like, he seemed super dead, by the way. Like, his head was crushed, if you remember. Thank you, _L.
Nice.
L. Huzzah for following.
Huzzah!
Oh.
Thanks for following.
Thanks for following DragonLance,
L.
Dragons of Despair, L. Just for you, buddy. All right. What you gonna do when they come for you?
Ergrin's leaving. He's moving out of their cave, Zane.
All right. I'm pretty sure that Zane was the one who picked up the map, so you might need him to know where you're going.
Well, he's doing that sort of like the parent standing at the door,
tapping
waiting,
his foot, looking at his watch.
Yeah. It's like, I'm already out. This should be a sign for you guys to hurry up.
Yeah, no, that's like,
Zane,
move. Let's go. Come on. Close the door behind you. Last one out closes the door.
So Zane's just like, why do we care about them again?
Well, for one, it's the
About all these
right
people,
thing to
they're
do.
fine here, right?
Well, if they want to be safe, they should come with us. But if they don't want to come with us, then we should probably
let's
just
go and talk with the doors then. That's fine. All right,
We need to convince it. And then Flint is like, no, you know how stubborn. And then he kind of pauses. Dwarves can be. We need to convince them to help these people.
They do have a point. I mean, we go knock on the door and they say just go away. They're all going to be up there in the open. It's not good. So we should probably hurry. Seems like that beating you left on that fella didn't take.
Gorell's like, I'm just going to have to crush his head again. And he kind of like wipes off his mallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way that feller works. I'm sure he's going to bring up a bunch of them scaly folk with him, too. A lot of good folk will probably die from that.
I wonder if some of the scouts can look for a new spot.
Maybe we could just start walking.
There is an empty mountain not too far.
I was kind of looking at that as like...
It's you do know it is in a different direction than Thorbarden.
Yeah, but it's safe.
And thank you, Scott Marsh, for subscribing on YouTube.
Thank you, Scott.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Huzzah.
Zane is going to contest that, like, it's not really their problem whether or not these people take care of themselves while we're out looking for a place. Like, they're on their own right now. We've already extended
They're
ourselves.
like not listening to us.
Huh?
They're like not listening.
No, they're not listening to what we.
Well, again, their point was, if you remember, like, it seems easy to say, because this is a game of Dungeons & Dragons, that if you take them to the mountain, the dwarves will absolutely let them in and they'll be safe. If they don't, then they're completely without any sort of cover or food.
Oh, no.
Or, yeah.
No, yeah.
I didn't mean
Yeah.
that. I just meant, like,
No, like,
in the past,
yeah.
the council hasn't always listened to our suggestions.
Right, they seem
Right.
now, ever since you went to Skullcap, they seem like they're listening.
Yeah.
They just
I'm
don't want to
saying.
bring everybody out to.
No, that's
totally
actually the
fair.
first smart thing that they've decided.
So Zarek will go find Elliston and say, "Hey, look, I know it's not in the right direction, but there is an empty Skullcap is empty right now, so it might be safer for you to go there since the dragon came here and they like know that we're here, and they might not know that there's a place there." Be like, "Yep."
It's defensible.
Well, we don't know where the dragon armies are. We don't know moving people there if it's in a different direction than Thorbarden. My only goal is the conservation of the lives of these people.
That's cool.
Right.
I'm just saying, while we're
bro.
gone looking for Thorbarden, maybe you
Right,
guys
but then
can-
that only takes more time, and we don't know how much time we have.
That's okay. I mean, it's your call. We're still gonna go to Thorbarden and look for a place for you.
Plus, if something
Just saying.
happens on the way there, and we have to go in a different direction, you won't be able to find us, or we may not be able to find you. And at least here, you know where we are. And like I said, there are some caves here we can hide in, if need be, as we prepare. But I do beg you to, to make haste.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Did Curly hear them suggesting that to Elliston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Curly was there.
Before we
And you also
head
heard
off,
Zane say that it's really none of your concern what they do while you're not there.
Yeah,
It's not like like
Yeah,
we can't
They're
tell
not
them,
listening to our suggestions.
like if we
so I don't
give them
know.
a suggestion and they decide nah fuck that, then
Yeah.
then what are we gonna do while we're not there?
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I see your point. But we should go to Thorbarden to try to find a place for these people and a place for us.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Thorbarden's this way. Right, Ergrin?
Yeah, I don't know about that no more. Wish it would have at least left that behind.
Well, put the helmet on. Maybe you could write it down this time.
Yeah, I'm no plum fool. That's not happening again.
All right,
Although if your fella does come around, maybe I'll take off that dented wood and stick this up on top of his noggin.
All right, I'm gonna put you guys on a map so you can see. All right, you guys, you're all there. You see them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we head out, I hang back and just try to get a moment to talk to Elliston for a second.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just tell him don't take the people to Skulltop. That I think that there is a dangerous presence still there, and I do not trust that it is a safe place to bring the refugees.
Thank you, and I appreciate your candor. If I'm truthful, I'm concerned with how Zane returned. What happened there?
I can't tell you what really happened there, but I also have concerns about what happened to Zane while we were there.
Yes, well, I still think that the best course of action is to remain here rather than move almost 700 people through the wilderness again. Especially if, one, we don't know if there is safety, and two, if we don't know that the dwarves will let us in. And I pray that they do, because I fear that we'll soon be out of options.
Considering that I think the dragons are coming after us and not you, you're probably better off staying here until we know that the dwarves will let you into Thorbarden.
Well, while I certainly think that Lord Verminard, and I thought you had said that he was dead, but he apparently lives. He certainly has it out for you, but the dragon armies will absolutely come for us. I mean, they've lost how many slaves, as it were. We were the only thing, the only ones mining for iron, which was part of their war effort. Without the ability to make the weapons that they need, they'll probably be short-handed, and I don't think that they want that. So I think we are all in danger, my friend.
No, I think you're right. We are all in danger.
Okay. He thanks you again, and hurries off to prepare to help pack up the camp. So you guys are, in this area over by the lake. If you scroll down to the bottom, you see North Gate. That is the northern gate. Thank you, Thomas Lajewski, for following. Huzzah!
Ah,
That is the northern gate of Thorbarden, which this map will lead you to.
Zane will let everyone know that.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do or talk about while on the journey here? Or are you just trudging through?
Yeah, I think
Hurry in double time.
All right, so why don't we do, since it's almost halfway to point here, why don't we take a quick break now? And then when we return, you will be almost at that area. So, folks, thank you again for hanging out with us here on D&D Friday as we play DragonLance: Dragons of Despair, Part 1. We will be back momentarily, so don't go anywhere. And if you do, just make sure you come back in a couple minutes because we will be back then. So, Will, what do you suggest they do during their break?
Well, while you're on your break, why don't you go ahead and get your little snackages and your beverages and your whateverages, and then just hurry on back for the. I'm sure something's going to happen, and hopefully it has no helmet involved.
All right, and we'll be right back, guys. And we are back. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance: Dragons of Desolation, Part 1. And a special thanks to Elmer Jones and Mike Hankin for following over break. Huzzah! Let me at least say what it is they did, why we're thanking them. I know, you really got excited. There was 2 good people right back to back. No, God damn it. I do not thank the Yankees or the Tampa Bay Rays for just losing. Well, the Rays won, but the Yankees lost. Boo. Anyway, we are back, guys. You guys have been following the river for a little more than 4 hours. It's a fairly peaceful journey. It's a beautiful day. A little brisk, obviously, since we are pretty far south here. The path is still covered with snow, but otherwise you were able to make it this far without any issue. As you're walking and you get closer to that north gate, you cross a narrow part of the river easily enough. A steep defile suddenly opens up into a narrow 5-foot wide ledge. Below, a cliff drops 1,000 feet into the valley. Above, a cliff climbs 500 feet to become part of the mountain range. Another defile can be seen at the far end of the ledge, almost 100 feet away. So basically, as you get through the mountain pass, you have like a 5-foot wide area that is, there's a ledge going down on one side, and the other side goes up about 500 feet, and you can easily drop 1,000 feet below. So, you might want to be careful. As soon as Zane says that, he slips and falls. Yeah. Curlifon's the only one who doesn't have to worry about this. So anyway, so you guys, this seems to be, it's tough to say exactly, but you're at least close to the spot on the map indicating that you are at Northgate. Supposed to be here somewhere. Yes. Yes. As soon as you take it out, you have a little, your eyes have a little flash, you have a very different expression, and with a different voice, you say, I am Growlin, Prince of the Mountain, Dwarves, Prince of the Mountain Dwarves, killed by the forces of evil in the Dwarfgate War. By means of this magical helm, I have survived these centuries that my tale and my... Yes. Alright, Graylin, you know that there is a mechanism that will open the door. However, you're a prince. You've never actually worked this mechanism, or I mean, somebody's always opened this for you. If you want to roll a investigation or survival check, whichever is better, at advantage, though, you could attempt to find it. just can't. No. Yes, you can. You can. Sure. That's what they're there for. 14. Seems just, you know it's here. Like, it's in this general area. You're confident that you've seen, like, a page do this, that he, you know, he usually walks over, does a little something. Yeah. As he says that, like, he pours himself a glass of sweet tea, sits in a rocking chair. It's about, you know, it's about a 2 feet square section of rock that you're looking for. It is mechanically sealed. Anybody can search for this thing. Investigation or survival, whatever is better. Yeah, Curlithlon. As you guys are looking for it, Curlithlon says, "Is this it?" and presses his hand. All right. 25. You have a plus 11 to survival, and you chose investigation? Okay, fair enough. Anyway, yeah, so as you guys are searching for it, Curlithlon just sort of leans up against the wall and just... And when the door opens, you hear a deep rumbling sound like an earthquake. The ledge and cliff face begin to shake. The door suddenly breaks free and pushes out 5 feet. Oh, who did we just lose? Kem-chan. Kem-chan falls into the ravine. I gotta move you guys. Right, so there's... The door is opening. Curlithlon is in front of it. You guys, everybody roll D20. Not really, because you couldn't find the entrance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately. No, this is to determine who's in front of the door and who is not in front of the door. Okay. Yes, however, so basically what's happening, this door pushes open now quickly once this thing catches and starts moving out. Urgrin is off to the side as Graylin is leading him in the wrong direction, looking for this mechanism. Flint, Garel, and Zane are all in front of this door. So we can't hear the players? Oops, you're right, you can't. I hit the wrong thing. Oh, now you can. Sorry, thank you.
Missed all that
thank you for
awesome dialogue. That was
Yeah.
gold right there.
Yeah. Anyway.
Literally didn't miss anything.
No, that thing.
Zarek is just to the side of this. Zane is just inside of it. So everybody, so Zane, Garel, Flint, and Curlithlon. are going to need dexterity saving throws to see if you can move out of the way before
I
getting
thought
knocked out.
Okay.
No, it was higher. You needed basically anybody over a 15 was in the way.
Got it.
Can Zane make it with advantage?
Nope.
Because Zarek is there to grab him.
No, because Zarek also needs to move out of the way.
Fair.
Otherwise, Zarek will just move into the way, and you'll definitely both.
All right. Well,
Wait, I thought I was already out of the way.
You are. I'm saying if you were.
Oh, I see. I would have. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're fine. You just make it, girl.
Girl's not light on his feet.
Girliflon's fine, and then I need one for Flint.
Yeah, coming up.
oh no.
All right.
Oh.
So I
And
am
I've got
going
this
to-
stupid helmet on my head. I
He's
can't
got
help.
all that plate on him.
I am going to need Curlithlon, since Curlithlon made it easily. Roll another dexterity check to see if you can grab Flint before he falls off the face of the earth. That's
Dexterity check or save?
I'm sorry, this would be a check, so an acrobatics or dexterity check.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
24, yeah.
Hey.
So you're
Nice.
you jump out, see Flint, oh shit, pull back. You're able to then reach out, grab him just as he's about to fall and fling him to the side. So half of you are on one side of this gate, half of you are on the other. If you look below, and Flint would have as he sees life flashing before his eyes, it looks like probably sometime during the cataclysm, this topography changed. Is Kemchan frozen, or is he really just sitting like that?
No, I'm glued, man. You got my.
It was awesome, though.
It was perfect.
All right. Anyway,
He is in Thailand, after all. Come on now.
they have Wi-Fi.
He's frozen again.
Yeah, he is. But the other one was funnier.
No, this one's better now.
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're kind of
No,
like Max Headroom now, where you can hear you, but you're moving like
There's
like
a
stop
reference.
motion animation.
Oh no.
So basically, during the cataclysm, you're guessing the topography here has changed, and this door used to open up to flatland, but now it is a big cavernous pit below you. So as the door opens, you see it. It's really kind of incredible the way it is. It sort of moves almost like a corkscrew, like the mechanism behind the rock, and it pushes the rock face out. Now, it's supposed to then move itself over to one side. However, because of the weight of this thing and the fact that there is no ground supporting it any longer, as it was when it was first built, the iron of the mechanism snaps. And this, I mean, you're talking, I don't know how many tons, but a lot of weight of this stone rock and metal crashes to the ground 1,000 feet below, making a huge racket. If you were trying to sneak in, those days are over. But there is now an opening to the lost dwarven kingdom of Thorbarden.
I asked you to open the door, not break it. Now, how we're
And-
supposed to close that and keep the enemies out, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Good, for good or bad, that door is now remains open
Yeah.
until somebody can rebuild that incredible
Oh wait,
piece of
shit! I have
machinery.
mending. It doesn't work that. It's not that big.
Yeah,
We can get the mechanism back
Yeah,
up.
if you can pull the mechanism back up with your magic, then I can mend it.
Let's throw some.
even with the long lives the elves live, I don't know that you would have enough life and years left to mend that.
We work together. We could do it.
That's exactly what I
power
thought
of
of. I
friendship.
was like, I could use mending.
So, who's with who? we're split on two sides of this.
Kurlathlon, and Flint are on the left side, and on the right side are Garel, Zarek, Zane, and Ergrin. That being said, there's now just a big open space that any of you can walk through very easily now that the door is opened.
Right, Zane will walk right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Graylin
Bro, do you want to
walks
disguise
in.
yourself?
Oh, I can't do that anymore.
Oh,
So-
that sucks.
So it's like, okay, Graylin, and grabs the helmet.
Okay, as soon as you pull the helmet off, you are now Ergrin again.
We might have needed him for... Oh, that's right. We can always put it back on.
All right, I'm going to move you to another map.
I'm not putting that thing back on.
Hey, thanks for putting it on this time.
All right.
What's that?
Scroll down to the bottom of this map.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
This
This is
is
a map.
but
I'm
one.
gonna look at all the other rooms first.
That's not gonna. I can promise you, it will not help you. One
I
thing.
can see that it's not gonna help.
One thing that I've learned from the dwarves is that they leave the creativity in their construction to the elves, and they're more about if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We have to
So
fix the door now.
they
That
basically.
door's broke. So they're gonna fix
You
it.
will notice as you continue going through Thorbarden that there are basically 14 different types of city block, and each of these are effectively a city block, and then that's in size as well. So, and then they're just repeated in various degrees throughout. Depending on what level you're on, what area you're on, what city you're in, but it's basically the same 14 arranged differently, but the same 14 city blocks that they've decided that they've liked. And if you go to any dwarven city, you will see these same city blocks arranged differently, but the individual blocks remain the same. So you enter down below, and let me put those of you at home on this map so you can see as well. So you enter down below here. The other part of that has fallen off the cliff.
Should we put tokens down, or do you not care?
No, you don't need tokens for here.
Okay.
I'll let you know when you need them. So basically, this is the main street of a dwarven kingdom. However, it is very dusty. It is almost in ruins. It looks like nobody has come this way in a very long time.
Looks like nobody's come this way in a very long time.
There are merchants' shops that line the passage. However, they are all abandoned.
Do any of them have anything left in them? Like anyone left anything behind?
Are you going to go in?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Which one? Pick one of the four in the corners there.
I guess we'll go to this one here on the left.
All right, first one on the left.
Yeah.
All right, you go in. It looks like
Zach will go in first if you're walking in.
Yeah,
Like, whoa! He'll go in first.
this is kind of set up like a microbrewery. There are tables and chairs. There's a bar, and in the back there are the what do you call those things that you make the beer in, those big metal containers?
Barrel.
Vats.
That.
Beer lats.
That
Lord
would
Forth
be
says?
that.
I don't know. I'm saying what Lord Forth is saying. So anyway, that's all you see in here. And of course there are mugs and tankards and such as well.
And that's this whole thing on the left here?
Yep, it's
Garel's over at the vat tapping it, seeing if there's anything in there.
Sounds
Any liquid?
mostly empty. Oh, beer lasts. Yes, beer. Well,
And this is there any other
beer latte.
doors?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are there any visible doors or other ways to go through once we're inside?
There's an exit to that little alleyway to the north. Yeah.
So like this here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get out through there.
Yeah, let's go that way. Why not?
All right. You go into that next shop. It's a you can tell from like the weird, creepy dwarven mannequins. This was probably a tailor shop. So there's like these wooden dwarf size mannequin things that are sort of like laying in creepy positions, and like some sitting up, some like with a broken legs or arms. You don't see any more clothes or anything like that, although you do see an area where people would be sewing, where the textiles would be stored, etc.
Now, is this something where we're seeing like like 6 inches of dust on all this stuff?
Yeah. This is
okay.
not. No one has been in this area for hundreds of years.
Okay.
Looks like
so
maybe
each of
the
these
dwarves are all
things-
gone.
Oh, it's just this one. We don't know what's deeper in the city. Adam, is there a way? There's a way through to the next.
Yeah, ignore that. Basically it butts up against the next
see.
turn there.
Is Gil?
Yeah, that's really breaking my brain trying to figure out the geography of this, since it's got rectangles that don't fit. It's got some TARDIS shit going on in here.
Yeah.
Where does the extra space go?
Yeah.
Did Gilthanis
Yeah,
come with
hold it.
us?
No.
Goldmoon did though.
No.
Oh, Goldmoon did.
You didn't say Goldmoon came with you.
Okay.
So Goldmoon was back with everybody else, and so was
Okay.
Gilthanis,
No.
and so was
That's fine
Lorana.
with me.
I was just
It's like-
assuming.
Yeah, you guys left them there.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Anybody got a piece of paper? Pen?
What's over here?
I
That
think there's
one looks like
You
a sort of
any
like
paper?
well,
Yeah,
maybe it
something
was
to
like a general
write
store.
a letter with.
No. I give Urban a piece of paper.
Okay. Ergrin's going to start writing a little letter and drawing a little bit of a map.
Yeah, some sort of store. It's hard to say exactly what was in it because everything is empty now. Same thing with the one above it. Was they were selling something clearly, but hard to say what.
Before y'all get any further down in here, hold on a second. Ergrin's going to go back over to the door, and he's going to start looking around for some birds. He is a man
Birds.
at birds.
You're
He's a
going
man-
outside, I'm hoping.
Yes. Yeah, so I said he's going back to the entrance.
All right. Roll a nature check.
$19.
Yeah, a little bird flies by.
All right, I charmed that son of a bitch.
That bird looks at you lovingly.
All right, here you go, little feller. Now you got to fly on down. Oh, after I charm him, let me see here for a second. As an action, you present your holy symbol, invoke deity, blah blah blah. Plant or creature you see within 30 feet of you, make a wisdom saving throw. I'm taking you're saying that it fails it.
Did you didn't? That was just to see if you found it. So
Okay, so it's got to roll a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
it's probably gonna fail it. It's a bird. Yeah, it fails it.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. Or let me see, does Animal Friendship let me talk to him?
No, that just makes him
Choose a
friendly to
piece.
you.
Okay. So what I'll do then is I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him a little something, little out of my pack to nibble on and say, now you guys take this down to my friends down in the valley down in there. Seeing as how the door's completely busted the fuck up off of here and there's no dwarves right here, they could just start coming on up.
Oh,
And
sure.
that's basically what I wrote on the note. And then I drew a little crude map of showing how to get up to where they can come in. As this, you're the best little fella I've ever seen around here, and I appreciate all your help.
Yeah, you're great too. Yeah, you look weird without feathers, but otherwise you're looking. You're pretty nice though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some.
Wait,
But
what do you
thanks.
mean by that? I mean, I'm charmed by you, but I'm not that charmed.
No, I'm trying to get some
I'm
feathers.
really not
so-
into. I'm not into that. Like
No,
that's. I mean, it's the first. It's
You're
like
misunderstanding me.
we just met. That's a little weird.
All
a little
right.
uncomfortable.
Calm down. That's not what I meant.
Now.
Okay, we'll take this here letter down to my friends down around the way, and I'll explain to them where to go so they can deliver the letter.
All right.
Thanks. All right.
Bird flies off.
I'm done. We can keep on going.
About how many people could fit in this area? Like in this first map tile.
In the first map tile, I mean, you could probably fit maybe 30 or 40 people easily.
Okay.
Maybe more.
All right. So then, as we progress deeper in, this second tile appears the same.
Yeah. Well, when you walk in, as you continue to walk through and look through the area here, you do see scars of a fierce battle streak the walls. The floor. This is in the second tile. The floor is littered with broken shards of pottery and rusted metal. Ancient wagons, their axles broken, litter the major corridors. Skeletons of dwarves and men lie where they died so long ago, clothed in rusted armor and rags, silent witness to the terrible conflict that once raged in these halls.
Well, all right, so hang on, I lost you for a second. So in this second square here, that it's bodies everywhere, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah, skeletons at this point, but yeah.
Evidence of
skeletons, rusted armor. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Adam, by any chance, is there an axe?
Nothing usable. No.
Like even the remnants of one?
Like if you were to pick one up, it would literally crumble in your hands.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ergrin's going to look and see if there's any evidence of draconian death.
Roll
Like
a survival check.
All right.
Is Ergrin being loud about this, or is he just looking?
No, he's just looking for right
Okay.
now. We'll see if he makes the check. Here we go. 21.
No, it seems to be men and dwarves. You don't see any evidence of draconians in here.
Interesting.
Human or elven?
Human.
Got it.
Looks like the dwarves and the humans got to fighting amongst themselves.
And that lines up with the historical data?
Yes. Yeah. Draconians are, from what you guys can tell, new. Like no one has.
Oh,
ever
really?
Seen,
Okay.
Yeah, no one has ever seen those things until now. Like they're not creatures that prior to now anyone has ever talked about or written about or anything. These are strange new creatures.
So, Adam, according to any of the maps that we have, do we have any indication where the city center, the seat of power would be, anything like that?
You would know from the map that you do have it. It's a crudely drawn map of the interior. That this was just the north gate, and that any area, where there would be any sort of thane or king or anything would not necessarily be in this area. As you're searching this area and hanging around over here looking at stuff, an armed party of dwarves step into the corridor before you.
Ooh.
Their leader, strength and confidence lining his features, steps forward. The large hammer at his side is held loose but ready. He rumbles, "What business have you strangers among the halls of the Hylar?" And to give a little description of this dude, he's got a coarse black beard that falls to the middle of his muscular chest. He's very tall for a dwarf. If a normal dwarf is Adam size, 5'11", then he is probably 6'7", 6'8", something like that. He's almost a foot taller than your typical dwarf. a braid marking noble blood, which Flint and Curlithlon would know. Not Curlithlon, Gorel. You guys are in the wrong spot, so I messed your names up. So braid marking noble blood hangs to the right of his troubled face from beneath a leather skull cap. His features are worn, but the fire in his eyes shines bright. He has dwarven plate with a leather jerkin tied at his knees. And he is waiting for your response.
Graylin sent us. And then who took the helmet off my head and is still holding on to it? Curly is, and he'll point over at Curly in the helmet.
This guy.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and throw that on top of one of your fellers over there and see what happens? Graylin's spirit seems to possess this here helmet.
There's grumbling and mumbling from the dwarves behind this taller dwarf, and he and steps forward, still holding the battle axe in his right hand, although not threateningly, just in case he needs it. And he walks up, stands before Gorel, and he's not much shorter than Gorel. Not Gorel, Curlithlon. God damn it. I didn't actually... I changed you on here, but no, I didn't. And he says, where did you find that?
What was the name of that place?
Skullcap Mountain.
Zane
says, Skullcap Mountain.
You were inside Skullcap Mountain.
Yes.
You got that right.
Yeah, it sucked.
I would imagine. Who are you, and how did you come to enter these halls?
Well, we kind of broke your door.
I can see that.
Sorry
In
about
fact, we heard it.
Graylin broke the door.
That's
If
not
here,
entirely-
let me see this. Let me see the helmet.
Girls like technically gravity broke the door, just opened it.
Ergrin's like holding out his hand for the helmet. And,
Zark's like, I can mend it.
Curly
No, what?
one,
I can try to fix it.
and then chunk, he's gonna put the helmet on.
And he says, I am Graylin, prince of the mountain dwarves, killed by the forces of evil in the dwarf great war. By means of this magical helm, I have survived these centuries that my tale and fate may be told. I rode forth on the morning of that last battle in the great charge of Thane Hylar. We came from the north gate of Thorbard across the Durgoth plain. My troop assaulted the mountain home of the dark wizard here. My brothers fought with courage and valor. Many fell with honor at my side. Yet, when the tide of battle turned in our favor, and I confronted the wizard in his lair, he smiled, and a great magic rushed from his being, a flame of power and horror that broke through stone and steel. Thus, in his rage and despair, he destroyed both his allies and his enemies. Thus did I die.
Yeah, so that happened.
And then, Ergrin drops to the ground.
Oh no!
As he falls, I'm gonna need Ergrin to roll a Constitution saving throw.
If he drops to the ground, Zark will also try to run over and try to pull the helmet off.
Constitution, you say?
Yes, sir.
7.
All right, yeah. So he falls down unconscious. The helmet clanks off of his head because it doesn't quite fit exactly right, and lands down. And the dwarf says, "Huh. Well, that's interesting."
That was my reaction to it.
Well, that was interesting.
Who are you?
My name is Armin Karas, son of Hornfell, Thane of the Hylar Dwarves.
Pleasure to meet you.
I am
Karas?
the reincarnated being of the great warrior Chorus. May I, and he looks at the helm.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it.
Sure.
Yeah, knock yourself out, man.
Yeah.
We figure it's a dwarven relic, so you guys are.
Yeah, he picks it up and says, I'm sure my father would be very interested in seeing this, but I must ask again, who are you? And why are you
Zane.
here?
Heroes of the Lance, sort of.
You're not, you haven't even seen a lance yet.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't we miss a lance
Is
somewhere?
there
Yeah, we
anything
did,
we
I
can
think.
do for Ergrin right now?
He did.
Is he just unconscious?
Mm-hmm. If you check him, yeah, he's breathing. He's not dead.
Yeah.
He just, as he hit his head, he knocked him unconscious.
My name is Zane. We are fighting against the dragon army. They're probably, going to impact your kingdom eventually.
2 questions. 1, what are the dragon armies? 2, what happened? What are you exactly?
Oh, I'm an elf, but
He's an elf. He just does weird stuff.
And then you hear in the
Himself.
background the other dwarves. Do you say that's a dark elf? A dark elf? That's a dark elf. I've never seen a dark elf. I've seen plenty of dark. I've seen so many dark elves. You'd be surprised.
Look, regardless of what he is, there's dragons that have returned here.
Right, and they've raised an army of humanoid beings like them, and they've been rampaging across the land, causing lots of problems for basically everybody.
And now you have caused a problem for us by breaking our door.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And who are the rest of you?
This is my twin brother, Zarek.
Right. Flint steps forward and introduces himself.
The Nidar.
Yes. And my boy, Gorel. And Gorel kind of leans forward.
I thought I was big for a dwarf.
Gorel laughs. He's like, I'm not really a dwarf. I was just raised by one.
It was a joke. I can tell you're a human. I haven't seen many humans in my day, but I've seen many dwarves.
I haven't met many dwarves with a sense of humor. And Flint kind of looks up at him.
And the other 2? The one who keeps disappearing into the woods?
Oh, that's Curly. That's what he does. He disappears into the woods.
And your unconscious friend who was wearing the helm of Graylin?
His name's Ergrin. He was a slave, captured by the dragon army. We liberated them and freed them.
That's right. And we have a lot of more slaves, or former slaves of the dragon army looking for
They're
shelter.
not technically ours.
They're not ours. We're all running from the dragon army.
Well, they're running. We're kind of walking.
And
I think we have a lot more slaves was probably bad phrasing.
Yeah. Dude, we got hundreds of slaves. Hundreds of them. And we'd like to bring them here.
The only thing that makes that worse is, are you looking for some?
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, that's not.
Will has a very uncomfortable history with slavery and Dungeons and Dragons games.
I don't at all. I don't know what he's talking about.
So Ergrin was part of this group that was enslaved by the dragon army. We liberated the slaves, and they started following us through the wilderness.
Here's the R in the background just laughing. Gurgle.
All right, that was a joke for 2 of us.
Yeah, for 2 people. Sorry.
It was
you
good,
might have
though.
people on the stream. Who
I
got
know.
it.
That's true.
I bet Queen Tiamat understands.
So, other than coming to break our door and tell us about this, I'm sure there's more that you want from us. There's always more that outsiders want.
It's true. So these slaves, former slaves, they they're looking for a place to stay. They keep following us around, saying that we're responsible to find them a place to live. So we decided that this is probably the only place that could possibly house them if you guys are willing to open your doors to a bunch of refugees.
And you clearly have a bunch of unused space here. And I point to the dusty skeletons on the side here.
And I'll tell you what, if you let them in, they'll fix your door.
Probably.
Are these slaves of yours dwarves?
Well, they're not technically
No,
ours.
They're not
ours.
They're no longer slaves at all.
We did free them.
Are they
It's very much
dwarves?
Underground Railroad type of thing.
There were dwarves among the slaves
Right,
when
but
they were free.
The bigoted council drove them away with their hatred
Why-
and
Why did you say that?
small-mindedness.
What?
So there are a bunch of humans
Mhm.
that, from what I'm gathering from your very confusing description, don't like dwarves, and you
That's
want to
the-
bring
that's the
them
impression I
here
got.
to live.
Oh, no,
That's,
I don't want to
no,
bring
no,
them
that's
anywhere.
that's a misunderstanding.
That's
They love
I don't
dwarves.
want to bring them anywhere. They are following us.
They're here. They're coming.
No. They're following us. Like they walk where
Okay.
we walk.
But there's no. Have
The
you?
weird-looking elf
Bro.
does not speak for the refugees.
No, I don't.
Bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm speaking for me.
There you go.
I'm telling you, they follow us even when we don't want them to.
I don't see anyone but you.
Right.
I'm gonna have to take you. You're gonna have to come with us.
Okay.
Okay.
And he calls over two of his men to help Ergrin up. Ergrin, roll another Constitution saving throw.
All right, let's see what I get this time.
17.
12.
You're still unconscious.
Okay.
They sort of half carry, half drag you through there.
Zarek will pick him up.
Okay, if you want, they're happy not to
Yeah.
do any extra work.
He'll carry him.
Oh, huh?
So
Zane is gonna pay close attention to the route that they're taking us.
all right, he says, "I'm gonna have to ask you to move fairly quickly. I am in search of my brother, who was taken by the Thywar dwarves.
The who?
It's a long story, and I don't know if I can trust you yet.
That's fair.
In fact,
I mean,
I'm fairly certain I can't.
oh no, everything I told you is true.
Yes, well, it's hard to believe a dark elf and his crazy tales, especially when they conflict with the other members of the party that he is with.
Well, no,
What?
I don't. I said I don't
No.
speak for the refugees. I'm telling you what we've experienced.
Now, you've also come and you've broken our door.
Yes, I apologize.
You've told us
We
that
didn't
people
break
will
the
be
door.
coming and staying here.
No.
No.
We told you they'll be coming. You can decide if they stay or not.
They're not coming.
Oh, they're gonna come.
Well, they told us that they were gonna come. Only
This
if
is
we say
exactly
okay.
what I'm talking about.
Well, but didn't Ergrin send them their letter? Send that letter to tell them to come?
No.
Do we know about
did.
that? I thought
Oh,
Ergrin
yeah.
did
Oh,
that
yeah.
off the side. I didn't think we knew about that.
Ergrin did Ergrin tell us about that?
I don't
He
think
didn't
so.
tell anybody, but he didn't hide the fact. He just
I
told
see.
you to wait, and then went and did it, and
We
then
don't know
came
the
back.
letter.
No, we don't know about the letter.
Yeah,
So
we
they're
don't know.
probably coming.
No, but they would only come if we said that they could come.
They don't listen to us all the time, so they may just be on their way anyway.
That's true.
Again, I'm going to have to ask you to come with me, and
Sure, but if you need help finding your brother, let's find your brother first.
he stops and thinks about this, and he says,
Look, man, I'm not here to cause any problems at all.
well, I
We
mean,
got
you
dragons
can't,
outside.
you've already caused a problem by
I know, and I
breaking
apologize.
our door.
I'll fix
This
your
door
doors.
that
You
has
can get if you could get it back up, my brother and I can cast mending. We'll fix it.
I
no
don't
problem.
think you can. This was a dwarven door made hundreds of years ago.
Right.
I don't think 2 elves will be able to fix it.
I don't know, man.
Dark though one may be.
We're pretty good.
You're just talking out your butt.
All right, come with me.
Just
You're not even playing. You're just being you talking out your butt.
Come with me, and he.
But look, all right. So it's still on the table. We'll help you find your brother because we broke your door.
Also,
I'll help you find your brother because we broke your door.
I know what it's like to have a bro. I'll help you find your bro. I always find my bro.
That's right.
He says to these, keep a close eye on them to the other dwarves that are with him, and they sort of surround you.
So Zane is giving absolutely no resistance to
Right.
whatever's going on.
No,
None.
you're just acting really fucking weird
Yep.
to a guy after you
totally
bust into. It's like somebody come to my house,
And then opens your fridge,
Right,
sits down,
busts
on your couch.
open my door, rips it completely off the hinges, and throws it out onto the street. Comes in and says, "No, everything's cool, man. No, there's a whole bunch more people that are probably on their way to come here too, but no, everything's we're fine." You need help finding the remote? It looked like you were looking for the remote. You need help finding the remote? I'm your guy. I'm great at finding remotes.
Yep.
It's probably under the cushions. Always the last place you look. So, he says, time is of the essence. I need to find my brother. I'm taking you with me. I trust that there will be no problems. As soon as we find my brother, I'm going to take you to my father and to the Council of the Dwarves and let them hear this story.
Great.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Another council sounds perfect.
Yeah. Let's totally help you find your brother, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. You're probably going to be thrown into prison.
That's fair.
The
You broke your door.
The only reason I haven't done it yet is because you brought us this helm.
Wait, I'm not sure how that's fair.
What?
You broke
We
this
broke
is
his door.
It's a door!
it's
a
the
really
it's a-
big door.
it's a
It's a
huge
really
door.
old door. It's a really old door. How do you know that there wasn't just the the natural movement of the plates
really
under the
saying this
ground
right
and
now?
shit?
Because this door survived the cataclysm.
It survived the
yeah.
cataclysm
Hey,
only
man.
because it was closed.
If
Soon as
I
we
got
Yes,
opened
and
the
then
jail
you
for breaking
opened
the
it
door-
and broke it.
Who said
Look,
we
we
opened
I
it?
don't know, man.
Gravity broke
Think about
it.
this.
The way it
Think about this.
opened broke it.
So Zane turns to everybody right now and says, "Guys, if we're in an ancient dwarven prison, that means the dragons can't kill us."
Right, that's another problem. You've opened a door when there's dragons attacking and
Right, we said
dragon
we'd help you fix the
men
door.
coming, along with a bunch of bigoted refugees. JDSA, thank you for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Ah!
Thank you, JD.
No, they're not bigoted. They're not bigoted. They
Yeah.
love dwarves. They
Really?
all love dwarves.
No,
He's
they don't.
the bigot.
No.
I
Whoa,
think
whoa.
They were kind of mean
First
to the
of all,
dwarves.
Curly, I was speaking up for the dwarves when the council drove them away. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm just saying.
Hmm I remember that
Mean-
situation well.
They were pretty mean and pretty terrible. So
Sure. Hmm
they were.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oscar Caracito. Sorry for butchering your name. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Ah!
I like how you drew out Oscar.
Because I was trying to figure out how to pronounce the last
That's
name.
the
So
last name.
I didn't want to completely say Oscar until I could figure it out, and it still didn't work. So I ran out of time. Oscar is 1 syllable, 2 syllables.
Whatever we're doing, let's go help you find your brother.
Again, man, keep a close eye on them and attack if they make any sudden moves.
How will we know So the other clan of dwarves, are they wearing something distinct? I don't want to accidentally harm one of your kin.
They're
Colorful
dark
armband of
dwarves.
some sort.
Name tag.
Right. Do they have like a name tag or a?
The Thywar are one of the clans of dark dwarves. Their pallor is it's grayish in color. They don't look like the Hylar dwarves.
So you hate them because they look different?
No. I hate them because they kidnapped my brother and threw him into their prisons.
I mean, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure that there was like not some underlying reason. But yeah, let's go get your brother.
If the rest of you would like to stay out of our prisons, I would recommend ensuring that this creature keeps quiet.
What creature?
I'm not sure that we can ensure anything regarding him. I mean, you
Zane,
know,
he's
like
talking about.
he speaks for himself, as he clearly told you.
Yes. Well, it reflects badly on the rest of you.
Oh, I know. There's little we can do about that.
It always does. Always does.
All right, so he is going to lead you through the area in the center, the great temple, which is all but destroyed. This is clearly a place of worship, although it is in disarray. Back through this area, which looks very similar to the area that you were just in. However, it is going a different direction.
So have we seen yet at this point any sign of, like, you know, used areas of the city that are not just in ruins and,
No.
and disrepair? Okay. When I have an opportunity, I will try to ask our little dwarf leader there where exactly the dwarves are.
Well, the dwarves are in the main kingdom. This is the North Gate.
Okay, it just seems like a lot of unused space. Where what happened?
This is a terrible battle here. It was fought here in the Dwarfgate Wars. Many died. We've since abandoned this area. However, the Thywar have taken it as their own. Although they currently, and he looks up, spend their time in the upper levels. That being said, they are very dangerous.
Okay.
So he will take you. You see, as you come up, you see then this big wall area. He takes you through the pass in here, into the center, where there's another little row. There's some guardhouses on either side, a little row, and then there's a just a large open space. Where is it?
Wait, where are we? Can you ping
yes,
it?
you're over here now, down below.
Oh, down below.
Yes,
Oh,
you're on the bottom, moving up, but you're over here. I'll keep pinging it until you see it.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, gotcha.
So you see, once you get to here, a huge square cavern is carved out of the solid stone. The floor is lined with rubble. Scattered about are skeletons long dead, fallen from the great bridge above. And you see, I mean, you can see how big this space is by looking at the map. I'll make it smaller so those of you at home can also see it, although I'm not really doing much good here because of how it's laid out. and above you, it looks like the area above you is in the same shape, and there are lights down here. It's all lit by these like phosphorescent like fungus around the area, but it gives enough light to see. It's a weird eerie light, but it is easy enough to see. But where this just has this big open space carved into the bottom of it, it's a big open space above, but there is a long bridge that goes from one end to the other, and it looks like some of these people at some point have fallen off of this bridge and have died a long time ago. He then moves you through this side here into this corner, which are residences, or what appear to have been residences. Again, this area is, just like the others, long since abandoned. And Pat brings you through what was an old smithy, through here, back to these residents. And again, this is taking some time, which is, and you can see that Armin Karis is getting, more and more concerned as he goes. You pass through another wall area, another residence area, and this what looks like a garden. And then finally, in this corner here, where there's another city block of residences, there is a large mechanism that looks very much like the one you saw in Zach Saroth, that the Gully Dwarves were using to, jumping into the pot after the ones that you didn't murder anyway. So there's a large, but it's square. It's open at one side, and it's flush on the ground, so you can easily walk right in instead of like climbing into that large pot, which you needed to do in Zaksaroth. It is held by these large chains and a pulley system. And he nods to one of his men, who goes and over to the mechanism, and he says, "Please enter here. We need to go further up." And he says, "We're going into the heart of the Thywar territory. Now, their main residences are on the 3rd level. However, keep your wits about you. They could come from anywhere on the 2nd level as well."
What did they want with your brother? Why did they take him?
My brother is also the son of Hornfell of the Hylar Dwarves. I'm sorry, you wouldn't know. My father is the Thane of the Hylar Dwarves, and therefore the leader of the 7 clans. We don't have a king, per se. And he looks over at Flint and says, "We haven't since the Nidar left. That being said, there is a tenuous agreement between the clans, of which my father leads."
So it's a ransom kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The Thywar are making a power play, I believe. And by kidnapping one of Hornfell's sons, and certainly they knew better than to try to kidnap me.
Obviously.
Certainly.
This is an act of war. I hope that by rescuing him, I can prevent that from happening. Now, please,
Let's do it.
enter the chamber.
Okay.
Do you all enter?
Yep.
I'm unconscious.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you can roll another. At this point, it's been like an hour. We've been in here.
Okay, I'll roll another one. Oh, come on and open up. There we go. Zaboom. Yeah, baby. Got an 8 this time. For Christ's sakes.
You're getting worse.
I know, right? I started to get better, but was it Zerix carrying me around and like turned around to talk to somebody and he was close to the wall?
Knocks your head, knocks you back unconscious. Yeah. So you all get in. The dwarf presses this mechanism, and it begins to rise. Now, first it rises with like a lurch, because this thing has not been used in a long time. So, at first, you feel like this thing is not safe, and there's no door. You're going to, feels like you're going to fall out, but you're able to sort of hold on to the sides and steady yourselves. And once it gets a little bit of steam going, it moves smoother. But it's, it's still a bit of a bumpy ride. You then get to which I will move you guys over to, the second level. Whoops. And you wind up sort of over here in this corner, this is part of the smithy.
Can you ping one more time? Thank you.
And as soon as you get there, we're going to actually move to a different map because you are attacked by some Thywar dwarves.
And I'm unconscious.
Well, you will on your turn. You'll get to make another thing. Put yourselves down here. Put Flint out there too. We're gonna get ourselves some dwarves. Nope, I guess that's the wrong thing.
All right, good move.
Hey.
Did that dwarf actually show up, or did it just open this thing up?
I didn't see it. Yeah, there's no token on the map, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, what the heck? What level am I on? I'm on objects and tokens. Oh. That's why. I'm not okay, I'll do it this way. I'll just put out some tokens and we'll do them manually. Oh, jeez. Alright, we'll just use these dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I am going to move. Joel, why don't you tell the folks what it is we do here while I'm doing dead air instead of just sitting there.
That sounds like I'm talking in chat. I'm not just sitting here. Okay, so, but anyway, Adam brings up a very interesting thing. We do other things on this channel. One of which on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Greyhawk Adventures. Heating up. They're currently in Raddick, although they started in Bone March. And there's an army of gnolls and undead. Exciting. But on Wednesdays, we also have Don't look at me like that. On Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, this coming Wednesday will be the final episode of the third and final chapter of the Sector 1 sci-fi trilogy. Yes, we are using the Wicked D6 rule set, which you can't find it anywhere yet because I'm still playtesting it. Haven't put it out, but it is an altered version of the Open D6 rule system. And then, of course, as you know, here on Fridays, we have Dragonlance Chronicles, run by Adam.
All right.
I'm a player.
Yeah, thanks. We got that part.
And my next character is going to be a dwarf.
Everybody roll
Maybe.
initiative.
All right, let me roll initiative.
If dwarves on our side too.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only
just
one
that-
the only one
that
who's
one
going
guy.
to be fighting is Armin. The other ones are fighting other Thywar that are coming from the other side, we'll say. All right, everybody in. Let me get these dudes. They rolled a 6. Oops. Descending. All right.
Am I not? Oh, because I. My bad.
Oops.
Damn, second one's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got all these guys in here now.
There's only 7 of them. They should probably just surrender.
All right. Armin is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and attack this dude in front of him
Damn.
with a mace. And crits his ass. All right, so we got 9 points right there, and then he's going to attack him again. And crit.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Armin Hammer.
All right, so 16 points altogether. So yeah, so he just comes up, and he strides confidently over there too. He without missing a beat, just takes out his mace and just clobbers the guy on one side of the head and then clobbers him back the other side. Staggers the Thywar for a moment, and it is Ergrin's turn. Ergrin, roll a
Constitution saving throw coming right up.
Adam, did you reorder the
17.
the numbers?
Oh, maybe not. I didn't know that we needed to. How's that?
There you go.
Yep, you're awake. You wake up and you see.
Just in time for a fight.
Hey, I called it. I said he'd wake up on a 17.
There it is. Ta-da.
Hey.
Hey, Ergrin, you made it.
So, what's going on?
Zarek will put you down and be like, buddy, you might want to get prepared for battle.
Oh,
He's putting
Wait.
you down because he's getting a sword.
we're fighting the dwarves.
Yeah, these are the bad dwarves.
Fight the bad
The
ones.
little gray
The good-
ones.
There's the good dwarves and the bad dwarves, you know.
We gotta
So-
fight the bad ones, the ones that are
Monochrome.
All
already
right.
on the map.
Well, he's just going to take his turn getting acclimated to the fact that he's someplace completely different now.
That's fair.
So yeah,
Wait, you're human, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you, Adam, you said it's well lit down here.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
supposed to be
everybody
down here.
can see.
Okay.
It's got the phosphorescent. He was saying.
Word.
All right. Are you gonna do anything, or are you just waking up?
No, I'm not doing anything.
All right.
Basically, when I get up, I figured that I would have to
Okay.
get readjusted.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
All right, Curlithlon.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. Do a bonus action for a stealth check, and then shoot at that leading one.
Damn it! All right, sure. We'll say you're hidden. They're a little confused. They're a little taken aback that they didn't realize that Armin was going to be here. So they're all looking at him as he strides up and whacks that lead guy in the face.
I actually need to give you one more d6 of sneak because I didn't update that to 46.
Jesus.
Nice.
So I'm assuming you're hitting this guy here.
Yeah, that guy. So total of 26 points of damage.
This guy drops. He drops. So yeah. So Curly just goes behind a pillar. Whew, shoots an arrow, just goes right past Armin into that Thywar dwarf's head, and he goes, and then falls over.
That's it for me.
Zarek.
Zarek will follow everybody else's lead and shoot with his longbow.
Ergrin's like rubbing his head.
17.
I sure hope we're picking the right side.
I know, I'm thinking the same thing, honestly. 10 misses, I'm assuming.
10 does miss, yeah. But the 17
And he'll
hits.
also...
Which one are you attacking?
The one, this guy.
Okay. So that will hit for 11.
So he'll also grab Zane and kind of like shuffle him behind.
Okay. You could also just move and stand in front of him.
So you want to just go here?
That works. That's a smarter thing to do, actually. Yeah, that makes more sense.
All right. Zane, your turn.
How bad do we want this fight over?
Fireball!
All right. Zane will cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
And send 2 meteors going this way at this guy. So everyone within 5 feet of him has to make a DC 16, I think. Hang on. DC 16 dex save.
All right. First guy will go left to right. Just those 3.
Yep.
That's a miss.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Wow. 6, an 8, and a 5.
So they each
Hell
take
yeah.
4d6 damage.
All right.
So the
Roll.
first one is... Well, I'm sending 2 meteors, so they each take... You want to just double this? Or do you want to do me to roll the 2d6 again?
Yeah, roll it again.
Okay. Alright. So, okay.
We should have just doubled it, I guess.
They each take 16 damage.
All right. Yeah, they don't like that.
So the way that spell works, Adam, is I create 6 meteors. I could send 2 out at them as a bonus action.
Okay.
Like when you cast the spell, and then whenever you want as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I can hold the meteors for up to 10 minutes.
All right.
So I have 4 meteors left.
Okay.
And they're spinning around my head.
That's weird, but okay.
Great. The better version
It's
of
cool is what it is.
The cooler version of Fireball.
It's Fireball without the fire.
Yep. Looks like mini fireballs.
Garel.
Just meteors.
All right. All right, so he's going to take his mallet and charge that guy on the left.
Is there cool dwarf kicking ass music
No.
going on?
Then fuck you. I'm not putting it on right now. We got 10 minutes before the end of this thing.
See how it is.
I also love, thank you, Maria Antonin, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thank you, Your Majesty.
And
That's Queen Tiamat.
Love that.
I know who it
I
is.
want to call her Your Majesty. That's so.
I know, right?
I just love, can I mention that the fact that Garel has one of the most powerful swords in the game.
He doesn't use it.
And doesn't use it.
Oh no! Oh no! There's a time and place for everything. He's not going to pull the sword out on these dwarves. No,
He deems them not worthy of the
not
Vorpal.
worthy. Of these dwarves.
This one
Not
in the
at
front
all.
still alive?
What was that?
This one in the front is still alive?
Yeah, barely, but he's still alive. All right, a 10 misses.
10 misses, but I swing again because I can do that.
You can do that.
There we
23
go.
will definitely hit. Roll your damage. He is dead. Nope, it's just 8, right? Because of this. The 6 is for the thing. Yeah, so he's still up.
All right, he's still up.
He looks. I mean, you just come over. You swing. He ducks out of the way. So then you just go bam, smack right on the back of his head as he's facing down, and just as he's very disoriented at this point. Now it is their turn. We'll start with him. Will attack back. This is a plus. Doesn't matter what the plus is. It's a miss. He's gonna move here.
You're staying on brand, though.
He's gonna move here. He's gonna move here. He's going to move here. And he is going to hang out back here for now. I take it back. 25. He's going to move here and hold an action. All right. This guy is going to attack Garel. The other 3 are going to attack Armin Karas. This is at a +3. 18. I don't think hits you anymore, does it?
No. Nope.
All right. Now the 3 against... I'm just going to roll this 3 times, and we'll add +3 to each of these. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think KD is frozen.
I am no longer.
No, you're not.
Cool. There we go.
No.
We fixed it.
All right. So he got hit once. This is +3 for 6.
Wait, who got hit?
Armin Karas.
Oh.
And that is it for them. Flint.
All right, let's send in the tank. But he still doesn't move that fast, does he? No. He's still 20.
No, these guys can only hit Flint with a crit.
20, 25. All right, that's as far as he gets. And then, does he have his?
You could throw a hand axe or something, right?
Yeah,
Have
that's
a
what I was
double
going to say.
move.
Yeah, he could throw a hand. There we go, hand axe.
That just hits
No.
Nice.
for 7 on this dude, I'm guessing. The one right in front of him.
Yep, right in front of him.
Okay.
Oh, and wait, he has a second attack now.
All right, yep.
Get him.
Yeah, why not? Throw another hand axe.
That misses.
This is okay.
He's used to attacking taller things, just goes right over their heads. And it's back to Armin. Armin is going to attack the guy in front here with his mace. First attack will miss, of course. Second attack will hit for... Oh, jeez, 2 bludgeoning. He got a little rattled after getting hit that last time, I guess. Ergrin.
Okay. Ergrin will start 5, 10, 15, 20. As he's walking forward, he'll say, how do you pronounce my god's name again? Shislev?
Chislev.
By the power of Shislev, I command the spirits of the wild to come forth and take down my enemies. And a bunch of ethereal-like wolves and stags with antlers come swirling out all over the place as I cast Spirit Guardians. Wabam!
Dope.
So from 15 feet out from me, 5, 10. Is it 15? I didn't do the description.
I think it's 15. Yeah, it says 15
Let me
foot
double
radius.
check.
Cell 15-foot radius.
Yep.
No, it says 15-foot radius.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But it's
15-foot
not really
radius.
descriptive.
So it'll hit this guy.
It'll hit that guy, and
That's it for right now.
for right now. And go ahead. I'm going to just double check because I know there's a thing about stopping in the area and all that different stuff. So,
So what does he do? Does he have to take? It's just
he takes 4 points of.
it just hits him regardless. He doesn't have like a save or anything. That seems broken.
Here's Angelic Fae. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8. Wow, that was a shit ass roll. If I only got 4 out of 3d8. 1, 1, and a 2.
All right, so yeah, nice rolls. So he will take that at the start of his turn.
Well,
If
this
he
is the
misses-
first time. This is the first time he's entered it. So technically, I can move forward and bring them into it. They'll take the damage.
Okay,
After
sure.
that,
So wisdom
so
save,
long
you
as they
say?
stay. Yeah.
Wisdom stay for half. Yeah.
It would be
That fails.
16. It's a
Yep,
plus
that's
1.
my DC.
So he makes it.
So he gets a +1 to that. So that does succeed.
Yeah.
Because my DC 16.
So he
So then
takes
he takes-
2 points.
Takes 2
Correct.
points of damage.
Okay.
Radiant damage.
All right. He's not undead. That much you can tell.
Doesn't matter. I'm just telling you.
Okay. Curlithlon.
Or it's half and half. It's half of it's radiant and half of it's necrotic. How about that?
Still does.
Right.
It's just a fucking dwarf, dude. He's a,
All right. I move up here, bonus action for stealth again, and then shoot at. I'm going to continue to shoot right at the ones that are right in front of Arben.
Okay, so the one in the middle here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealth. I'm sorry, I got to fly.
You don't really need this. If you're doing the stealth to get your thing, you don't need it.
No, I'm just doing the stealth because I can.
Okay, well, no, you can't because that 10 doesn't. No, everyone sees you. You're making a
I'm hiding.
spectacle. You're making a spectacle of yourself now.
When do I not?
All right.
Oh yeah, well that was a really, really bad fumble.
Yep. So you just pulled the string off that bow again. You really got to get that fixed by somebody who knows what they're doing.
I can do mending. Zarek like, I can do mending.
Zarek
I
takes
can
his
mend
turn
now."
to mend your bow. Speaking of Zarek, it's your turn if you'd like to mend Curlithlon's bow.
I'm gonna not do that. I'm
Oh.
gonna miss this guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit that guy.
Just hits, yep.
It's the same guy. I don't know why I said that.
Which one? Okay. For 4.
Yeah.
Alright.
4 whole damage.
Whittling away. Okay. Alright. Zane.
Stand by 1 second. I want to see something. To the point of points you choose within 120 feet. Cool. Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to send 2 meteors right here.
Okay.
This spot here. So these 3, 1, 2, 3, all need to make DC 16
This is Dex again, right?
dex save, yeah.
Alright, so this is a flat roll. Oops. All 3 make it.
Wow.
All right,
Those
so
are some good rolls.
Yeah. Too bad I can't use those to hit you guys.
I'll roll 4d6 and then they just take half.
Alright. Roll the damage.
So they take 6 each.
6. Alright.
Pretty lousy.
They're a little
Okay.
surprised though since it came from behind, but
And then I will create a bonfire right here. So that guy.
is that a
Girl,
cantrip?
right?
That is a cantrip, yes.
Okay.
Second hit girl.
And technically this isn't No, it won't hit grow. So
Okay.
fucking square. This isn't casting the spell. This is just using the bonus action. It's maintaining concentration.
Okay.
So. DC 16 deck save for this one here.
Okay. 15. He just misses.
So 9 damage.
Oof. He does not look good either. Neither one of the two next to Garel look like they're barely standing up.
And I'm just going to take one step this way.
Okay.
Well,
to get a better view.
Step with you.
Well, no. I'm doing it for themey reasons. Because, like, he's doing something that's doing radiant energy all over and just making me a little uncomfortable. To go one step with it.
Yeah.
Garel. You got two guys barely standing, one on one to the front of you and one to your right.
All right, well, I'm going to stay to the one in front of me.
Okay. Hits. You're going to kill him. There's no way you can't kill him.
Okay.
He has 1 hit point left. Now he's...
I cave his head in.
Yeah, you just smash it right down.
And to the guy next to me.
Yeah, Thywar dwarves are like babies where they have that soft spot right on the top of their head.
That's why they wear the big helmet.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Exactly.
Does that
misses.
hit?
11 misses.
Okay, then.
All right, Thywar. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He's off the map.
Oh, they're running.
That one is, yeah. He's a little nervous.
He's getting reinforcements is what he's doing.
Well, he's certainly going to tell people you're here. That's for sure. This guy is going to attack Garel. Oh, my goodness. And then there's going to be 3 attacks against Armin. These are all +3, so 2 will definitely hit, and the other misses. So this is 19 points of damage to Armin. Armin just takes it like a champ, though. And that's it for the Thywar. Flint Fireforge. Oh, wait. He also... No. Does he have to make a dexterity save now, Will? Or constitution save? Or wisdom
It's
save?
the end
or
of his
something?
turn. Yeah, he's got to make a wisdom
turn.
save. Is it the start of his turn?
I think so.
I thought it was the end. I'll double check.
Anyway, he missed it. So he takes... What again?
Here, I'll do it.
You have to roll, I suppose.
Yep. Here we go.
Ooh.
16 points of damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
That hurts. All right, now it is Flint Fireforge's turn.
All right. So he's going to rush this guy here. Hit him with the axe. Or try to hit him with the
Nope,
axe.
that won't work. But he has 2 attacks now. Because he did level up.
Oh, come on.
He still can't hit for shit,
Did he
though.
action surge?
No.
No.
He's an
And they
NPC.
look pretty in his resplendent armor.
Yeah, he looks great.
He's not moving very easily in that
When
armor.
was the last time Flint actually hit something?
I don't remember.
Been a while.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to hit things. He just needs to get in the way of it.
Stand there. Yeah.
Stand there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Armin Karis is going to go for the one in front of him. Oops. With the mace. First attack. 17 will hit. Second attack. 8 will miss. But let's see how much damage he does with the first one. Oof. Nothing there, Armin Karis. Slowly chipping away at the guy in front of him. Ergrin.
Okay, Ergrin is going to step up to here. Yep. Which will get these 3 back row guys in it for the first time, so they are all going to have to roll.
Okay. These are at +1. 8, 6,
3
and 9.
fails. Okay, so they'll take the full amount of this.
All right, you're going to kill this guy.
They all take 13 points of damage.
You're going to kill this guy. And this guy takes 13.
Okay. Let me see which guy got killed. Okay, pull. So then, and now he is going to cast Shillelagh
Yes.
on his staff, and he's going to bonk the guy right across from him.
So wait a minute. I guess
that's a concentration spell. It continues to go. So
that
I'm
spell is such bullshit. Okay, go ahead.
It's so awesome.
It's such bullshit.
And so he's going to smack the guy directly across from him. Oh,
No,
just
you got to
did the
use
thing.
your.
Hold on.
weapon.
Yeah. Hold on. I thought I had it programmed, but obviously I do not. So I got it on my sheet. Hold on.
From now on, all of these Thywar are going to be injecting Compound V for those of you who watch The Boys.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Or have read the comics.
Oh, which one is it? Okay,
Got
it's
to
this
beef
one right
them
here.
up.
Okay, here goes. He's going to whack him. 20.
Hits.
Nice.
And he's going to do 8 points of bludgeoning damage to him. Bang!
All right. That looks like it hurts.
It does hurt. And it is on the beginning of their turns where they take the damage.
Okay.
So,
Well, they already took
Jason
the
was
damage this time.
yeah, I'm just saying for when it starts their turn, they'll
Got
take
it.
damage.
Okay. Curlithlon.
Okay, damn it, this bow is useless. I should have left it on Swift Twin.
Dead body. All right.
Yep, so I'm gonna run up here and attack.
Okay. Hits.
Nice.
Dead. Oh, wait. Nope. Stays up. He's got 1 hit point left. You-
All right.
Zarek.
Zarek's gonna chase after this guy.
All right. He's further away than that, but you can chase after him. I just didn't have any more map space.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I see that. Okay. Well, he's gonna take a shot at him anyway.
All right. Yeah, you can still take a shot at him.
You'd be able to overcome him too because he moves slower than you.
Yeah.
The dwarf's base speed is 25. Yours would be 30. You could catch him.
Yeah. That hits.
17. Second attack.
That hits.
Let me roll the damage on that. I might action surge. So that's 14.
All right. Yeah, he's still up.
All right, I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
I get 2 attacks
Nice.
with that or one?
Yeah, you
Full
got both
action
back.
to
Yeah.
move if you want.
So one,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. Both hit.
Yeah.
17. He's still up, but he's looking.
All right, then I'll run another 30 feet then.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you will be able to catch up to this guy at some point. So you just
I'm
stay
gonna
where you
put it
are.
there.
We'll just keep the distance here. Pretend you're both running, since we don't have any more map space there.
Yep.
And we move on to Zane.
All right, Zane is going to move to here. I can't see him from here, can I?
Nope.
This guy? Okay. So I will do a bonfire right here.
All right. That's a DC 16.
DC 16. Yep.
Dex, right? So this is
Yep.
a flat roll. Misses. You will kill him.
9 damage.
He had 1 hit point left, as I said before. Gorell. 1 dude left.
Oh, might as well. Gonna run around here.
All it'll take is 1 hit.
Do it.
Get him.
Get him. That was your big plan. Get her.
Miss. Yeah.
Oh, is that a miss?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
wait
a
minute.
miss. He has 14 AC. That hits.
There you go.
He's dead. And then, I
Cave
mean,
in his ribcage from behind.
there's no way he can get away from Zarek, and at some
Yeah.
point Zarek will be able to kill him. He has 17 hit points
Well,
left. He-
I would do non-lethal on him.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're able to capture him, we'll say then. And
Yeah.
that's where we're going to end it tonight with a Thywar prisoner.
Beautiful.
And anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with us here on a D&D Friday. As Will said, Tuesday nights we play in the world of Greyhawk for Greyhawk Adventures, also at 9 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, this is the last episode, you say, of Sector. We're escaped from Sector 1, so make
Escape,
sure you
yep.
check that out. And then What are you doing after that? Some sort of Western thing?
We're going to take 1 week off, and then we're coming back with Deadlands.
Oh, and
for
you're
10
not
episodes.
DMing that, right?
Nope.
That's
Uncle Tony's
Uncle
going to
Tony.
be DMing it. The same guy who did the vampire
Cool.
show.
And then, of course, every Fridays here, we have the original Dragonlance modules. We are still in Dragons of Desolation. We'll see what happens with these guys next time. So, for Gaz, Kemchan, Jason, KD, and Wilda Playa, I'm Adam. And you guys, stay safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you next time on Dragonlance.